Hi there, it's Jeff from PingSkills, and today I want to talk to you about the PingSkills Vault. The PingSkills Vault is our online application that allows you to store information about your opponents, your match results, your training sessions, and then analyze that data. So let's get started. Now, if you've never used the Vault before, then your first screen will look like this. And it'll tell you need to add an opponent to get started. So let's do that. We can click on the Create an Opponent button. Now here is where you fill out all the information about your opponent. I'm just going to go through now and quickly fill that out. Today I'm going to create Analyse as my opponent. There's a number of styles you can choose from. Analyse is a looping attacker. He plays shakehand and has normal rubber on his forehand and also normal rubber on his backhand. The next section is where you rate different areas of your opponent. For example, Analyse has an excellent forehand attack. It's very powerful and very consistent. You can leave a comment up to 100 characters long. Now here is the really important part about creating an opponent, where you store the tactics that you should use. Now we give you a template to get you started. If you've got different things you want to record, just go ahead and record them, but this is just a starting point. I'm going to fill out some information about Analyse. Once you've filled out the tactics section, you hit submit and your opponent will be created. Then you've got a list of all your tactics stored here, and you've got a list of all the matches you've played against that opponent. Now if you've never played a match, again you'll get this example screen and you can enter a match. So let's do that now. Again, you click the match date. When you click in here, it brings up a calendar. Let's say the match was on 7th of September. Indicate whether you won or lost. I won. Enter the score. Now this is a free format score and I suggest you keep it consistent. I normally just put down the result like this: 11-3, 11-6, 11-9. And then here we have the match commentary section where you can enter your commentary about the match. We give you a template that you can start with, but as you use it more and more, you'll get used to the type of information that you like to record that helps you. So enter that information in there, and then always think about if you need to go back and update the tactics that you use against that opponent based on your most recent match. So as you can see, once you've entered your opponent and entered a few matches, you'll see your general tactics will be here. Over on the right hand side you'll have your ratings for the various aspects of their game and any comments that you've recorded. And you'll have the head-to-head summary, which will show your win-loss ratio, and then a detailed list of all the matches you've played against that opponent. Now the more matches you enter into here, the more information you're going to have and the more valuable the Vault is going to become to you. Now I want to take a quick look at training sessions. Again, if you've never entered any training sessions, you'll get this starting screen which will tell you to start recording your training sessions. So let's do that. Hit the Add Training Session button. Now here you just put in the date, up pops a calendar, let's put it in there. Today I trained for 120 minutes. And you put in your focus for the session. Today I focus on my footwork and balance. Enter a little commentary on the session. So enter your comments, hit submit, and your training session will be created. And again, the more information that you put in here, the more useful this is going to be. And with the training session, you can hide the commentary or show the commentary. Once you've been using the Vault for a while, then you can really make use of the analysis features. Let's start by having a look at opponent analysis. This shows you your opponent's breakdown by playing style, opponent's breakdown by grip type, by rubber type, and by whether they're left or right-handed. It's just a quick way to have a look at the different players you've got stored in the Vault. Now, the really interesting part is when we start to look at the matches. Let's have a look at your overall winning percentage. Here I've got 7 wins and 5 losses for a 58% winning percentage. Now here I can see my winning percentage against all the different styles. So against the blockers I've done really well, I've won 4 out of 4. Defensive choppers might need a bit of work, 1 out of 3. And then you can also look at winning percentage by grip type. So against the pen holders I'm doing well, and against the shakehanders, not too bad, 6 out of 11. Then also look at winning percentage by rubber type. Okay, this is really interesting stat. Here I've struggled against the player with the backhand with long pimples. And also look at your winning percentage against the right and left-handers. Seems that I do slightly better against right-handers than I do against left-handers. So once you've built up the information, come here, have a look at this information and see if it can help you to identify areas that you need to work on. Now, along with the opponent and match analysis, there's also a training analysis. Now, the training analysis shows you how much time you spent on each focus area of your training session. Now, this is a good way just to come back and have a look and make sure that you're working on the right areas of your game. And then here we just have a graph, and as you enter your times, this will show you how much you've trained per month. So again, once you've built this up, it'll become a really good guide to show you how you're going and progressing with your training. So that's it for the PingSkills Vault. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tour, and I hope you start using it and really benefiting from it.